Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This is for the week of February 13th through the 19th, and I'm using the Scribble Prints Co. Little Valentine kit, and then some XOXO underlays from Plana Hannah. Real quickly before we get into this video, I have been unfortunately sick for the last week, a little over a week now. I got sick last Sunday, and if you hear me cough, if you hear me get a little congested, I apologize. We're still recovering. This is finally my first day that I feel pretty good and I'm not constantly coughing or being congested. I'm still a little rough, but this is the first day that I actually feel very, very good. Well, yesterday actually a little bit, but I feel a lot better today. So we are doing the voiceover, but most likely by the end of it, I will probably get congested, unfortunately. For this spread specifically, I am using a bunch of red foil that is from Scribble Prints Co. that I've gotten in just previous foil bundles, random acts of kindness bags, stuff like that, and it is specifically the red glitter heart foil, and I had a bunch of it, so I used that. I also used the silver, I think it's just the silver confetti overlays to combat the ones that I didn't have the heart ones for, because I did not have enough for the entire spread. So I did also put down silver ones as well, and then I was going to use silver foil for scripts, but the only thing I have that I use for silver foil is just one thing, because all the scripts that I use for the day by day are from Plana Hannah's February font of the month. I bought 3 of the samplers, and I used that for the spread, which I probably should have used for the last one as well, but I honestly forgot that I had them, so I just used most of it for the spread. But for those of you who do not know me, I'm not a big Valentine's Day fan. I don't like it, because I don't like the concept behind it of oh, it's one day of the year that you have to spoil your significant other. No, just randomly buy her flowers a random day. Stop doing it just because it's Valentine's Day. I think it is more so made for marketing aspects and trying to sell candy and stuff like that. That's just my own personal opinion, whether I'm dating someone or not. I just do not like Valentine's Day personally. Do I enjoy dating and love and stuff? Absolutely. Am I a little bit of hopeless romantic? Also absolutely. But do not like Valentine's Day. Just putting it out there. Will I still use a Valentine's Day kit? Yes, 100%. So that is my soapbox for Valentine's Day. I will get off it now. But this week in general, other than it being Valentine's Day, which I didn't do anything anyway, I worked, it was a little rough for me, I will be honest. The second half of this week, there are some plans that I don't mark, purely just because it was a very rough end of the week. The Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week, definitely not great, definitely rough. So there's a couple things that I didn't mark, and for that I apologize, but they are just very personal things that I did not feel comfortable marking, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. But other than that, the first half of this week, nothing crazy happened. I'm looking at it, I'm no, it was a really chill 4 days of the beginning of this week. Oh, maybe not. No, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was rough. Monday through Wednesday, great. It was a great time. But unfortunately, second half of this week was just rough. So unfortunately, the spread is so pretty too, and I just am so sad that this week was not the greatest, because I feel like it deserved its time. It deserved a good week, but unfortunately, life had other plans, but that is totally okay. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that vlog that I had before I uploaded, obviously, this plan with me. If you guys watched it, thank you. And if you commented, also thank you. I've been very much in the vlogging mood. I've been watching Plana Hannah, Andrea from Scribble Prints Co., and Kirsten and all of their vlogs, and I've just been enjoying it. And for those of you who watch it, thank you, because I know it's very different from my normal content of just planning. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and also thank you for watching it if you are watching it, and me and my mess of a person that I am in all of those videos, because half the time I don't wash my hair and I don't put on makeup, because we let it happen. It's fine. But thank you guys for all of you who are watching those vlogs. I am vlogging again because we're doing a bunch of changes to my cutting setup and everything for my shop. So that is really, really exciting. And I also just have had one of the most productive weekends I've had in a long time because I spent a whole entire week doing absolutely nothing. And because I was doing absolutely nothing, everything was a disaster. And I just needed to have like an actual productive day, because if I wasn't going to have a productive day, then I was going to be a whole entire disaster for another week. And I was not about that life. So we upload the vlog just because it was a thing that I was able to do at that time without having to die from having to do a voiceover and stuff. But we're back, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the vlog, and hopefully you'll enjoy them as time goes on. So we're gonna move on to the actual spread. So or the day by day. So for Monday, Monday I didn't do much. It was a lot of like cleaning and new releases, it looks like. So first thing I marked was a YouTube binge. I used a Once More With Love Munchkin, and the YouTube binge script is from Planet Hannah. Like I said, I used a bunch of them. I pretty much used all black scripts other than the one random silver script that I pulled in, and all of those scripts are the February font, which is obviously no longer available from Planet Hannah. And then I did clean my bedroom on this day, so I used a Fox and Cactus Girl. I also try to pull in as much like red or pink character stickers as I normally do, just because I like to match the character stickers to the spread as much as possible. So I saw her and I was like, oh my god, I can actually finally use this one, because very few spreads actually have red in it. A lot of them have pink, but very few have red. So I used the Fox and Cactus Girl to mark that, and then I just marked taking out the trash, and I used a Paper Milk Maru for that one. I also thought I had trash scripts and I don't, so I need to get on that for myself to make my own. Moving on to the second half of Monday, I did design new releases. I have no idea what new releases were on this day. Can't tell you, don't remember. But I was designing new releases, so I used a Munchkin on a laptop, and then I pulled in a couple of like red glittery labels just to kind of help me get through this plan with me, or this spread, because I always worry that I'm going to run out of labels. Do I ever run out of labels? No, but I always get worried that I'm going to. There's someone delivering a package to my house. We're going to let it happen. But I pulled in one of those red labels, and then I marked laundry, which I used the laundry script that was from like the foil that I had, and I definitely should have used just a laundry script from the Planet Hannah sheet. But here we are. We used the laundry script because it's fine. I think that's the only one that I use that's in the red foil. Yeah, it is. I definitely should have just used the Planet Hannah one, but it's okay. So I used a Stick with a Plan Co. girl to mark the laundry, and again, she was red, so that was why I used her. I had to cut off her feet though because she was a little too big. And then I marked that I was up late, probably doing the new releases, so I used a Munchkin to mark that, and the up late script I believe is from Planet Hannah. I believe it's from Planet Hannah. I could be completely wrong on that though. I don't fully remember. Moving on to Tuesday. So Tuesday was Valentine's Day. So even though I do not like Valentine's Day, I still marked it in a pretty big way. So I used a squidge that is from Stick with the Plan Co. and a Happy Valentine's Day script that is a really, really old one from, oh my god, what is it called? J. Crew Plans from Scribble Co. That was from like an old sampler sheet that she had. And then Tuesday, as always, is my payday, so I used a foiled icon and the payday script from the Planet Hannah sheet. And then I was working on listings. I probably was finishing listings on this day in the morning before new releases went live, so I used a Paper and Milk Maru to mark that. I also need to get myself listing scripters. Lindsay. There's always one word that I stumble on in a plan with me. I don't know if I've ever gotten a plan with me where I don't stumble on something. Apparently that word is scripter today. But I need to get listing scripts for myself, because at this point you might as well just use a bunch of different scripts. After the listings, I marked new releases in a Valentine's Day sale because I did have new releases in the sale. I pushed back the new releases. Most of the time I try to do new releases on Fridays, but I pushed it back because I wanted to do that Valentine's Day sale, and I wanted everyone to be able to buy the stickers during the sale, so that's why I just kind of pushed it back. So I used a Paper and Milk Maru. This one was also a Valentine's Day sticker. I don't use Valentine's stickers very often, so I was like, you know what, we're just going to do it because of the Valentine's Day sale. So I used that from Paper and Milk. And then I started rewatching Newer Girl on this day. I only got to, like season 3 or something before I stopped. I've seen New Girl multiple times. It's one of my comfort shows that I enjoy watching, but I started watching The Last of Us and then The Walking Dead after this, and that's why I stopped watching it. So I used another squidge from Stick with the Plan Co. to mark New Girl, and then I marked that it was a cold and windy day, because it probably was. I also need to eventually get like more weather stickers. I have just rainy ones and I have really hot ones. So I need to get like cold ones and windy day ones and stuff like that. And so that's why I use just a like bundled up munchkin from Once More With Love, because I didn't really have anything else better. And I know that Once More With Love, and I know a bunch of other shops sell specifically, oh, I'm so sorry, that was my chair. I know that specific shops sell like weather related ones, and I need to get them. Also, at this point with the new releases and Valentine's Day sale, my pen for some reason was losing ink. I think I need to buy new ones. Even though they still have a ton of ink in them, for some reason they just don't work as well as they used to. So I think I just need to buy new pens, but I was struggling a little bit there because my pen was running out, so the writing on that box is not the greatest, but it is what it is. But yes, I just in general need to get like more various type of stickers. I have a ton of the same item. Like I can tell you I have probably like 40 different laptop stickers. Do I need 40 of them? No, I don't. But I have like no windy stickers, no random ones that when I do want to use them to mark, I don't have. So I don't know. I just need to like place an order with just new random things and not a bunch of ones that I already have. Like me with my like sleep stickers. I have so many of those. It's ridiculous. Speaking of sleep, moving on to Wednesday, I slept in. So I used a Fox and Cactus Sleeping In sticker, and the Sleep In script is from the Planet Hannah sheet that is in the February font. And then I watched some more New Girl, and I use a Netflix emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Is that the first Coffee Monsters Co. sticker? It is. I don't have very many of those either anymore. I don't know what happened to all of them, but I don't really have very many of those. And then after New Girl, I did, or probably while I was watching New Girl, I went through and planned out my spreads. So I was planning out future spreads. So I used a planner that I believe is from Papershire. I could be completely wrong, but I believe it's from Papershire. And then the plan script is from Planet Hannah, as always. And then after that, I went to Walgreens. I wanted to see if there was any type of Valentine's candy that was on sale. And there was a little bit, but there wasn't much. And all of the Easter stuff was already out. And I was like, you guys switched this over so quickly. Oh my God. And there was very, very few Valentine's Day candy on sale, and I was really sad. So I went to Walgreens, but I did get a bunch of candy either way. It just wasn't like your normal candy that you would get. I did get a bunch of conversation hearts, and those are bomb. Something about conversation hearts I really like. But for marking all the candy, I used a candy like emoji off of the Valentine's sheet to mark that. And then I marked that one of my coworkers, he made me food. The two of us kind of have like a weird agreement now where I will bake him cookies and he will make me food for lunch. So, oh my God, there's a plane outside. Why? So I used a Wonton in a Million steamy to our Sui. I don't know the name of this one. It's not a steamy, but I used a Wonton in a Million character sticker to mark that he made me food, and his food is bomb. He is a like culinary major and makes food, makes pasta, and it's great. So I bake him cookies, and it's a good deal. I enjoy it. That's it for Wednesday. Moving on to the Thursday, the rough part of this week. So Thursday, I washed my costume for work, and I used I hit the fan. I used a icon that is from Scribble Prints Co. and the wash costume is a custom from Carly Plans. And then I had a YouTube binge, so same situation that I had on Monday. I used a Once More With Love munchkin and a YouTube binge script from Planet Hannah. And then I marked that I was closing alone, which is a thing just at work where I should not have been closing alone. There should have been another person with me, but I was closing alone. And it just made for things to be really, really rough. So not only was I closing alone, but we had a planned outage on that night, which again, I'm not going to like go into what the outage meant or anything like that, but there was an outage. And in the email that we were giving, when we knew about the outage, they were like, oh, it should only cause minor impacts. No, the whole entire system went down. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, because you said minor impacts, not the whole system going down. So when the whole system went down, I was just like, I was not prepared for this. So it was ridiculous chaos, and then the system went back up like 30 minutes before the park closed, and everything was just wild, and I was like, I hate everything, and I'm by myself. So Thursday was just a rough night. So I used a Why Me munchkin for closing alone, because literally why me? And then for the outage, I used a like flipping you off munchkin also, because again, why? It was literally worse. I saw that email that was sent by one of our managers, and I was just like, I'm gonna email him back and be like, that was not minor, and like go off. But there was no reason for that. So I used that munchkin, and then I marked a mental fucking breakdown, because we had a mental fucking breakdown, and I used a like paper milk marrow to mark that, and the mental fucking breakdown is from Planet Hannah. And then after that, I treated myself to some Del Taco, because Del Taco was the only thing that was open, and also I was just like, I need anything to make me feel better. So I used a once more love munchkin eating a taco to mark Del Taco. Moving on to Friday. So Friday I marked that I was tired as fuck, because I was. So I used a munchkin for that, and then the tired as fuck script is from, again, Planet Hannah. I activated my Knots Pass on this day, which was exciting. So we have a friend who used to work with us who works at Knots now, and they get like discounts on a bunch of things, and we were able to get a Knots Pass. And I cannot tell you, other than the time that I went, the last time that I had gone to Knots, and it had been a very, very long time. So I was excited to have the pass, because I used to go there all the time in high school and like elementary school, because when I was in choir, we used to go and sing there. So I enjoyed it, and it's like a nostalgia thing for me and like our family and stuff. So I activated the pass on this day, which I was excited to have, and I just used a icon from the foil to mark that. And then I marked coffee on this day, and I used these Valentine's Day like coffee cups from Paper and Milk, and the coffee script is from the script sampler. And then I marked that there was an accident on the freeway, probably causing me to either be late or something. I felt the need to mark it, so something probably happened with it. So I used a Wonton a Million sticker to mark that. And then on the second half of Fridays, when things kind of went a little downhill, and pretty much went downhill for the rest of the night. So the first thing that I'm going to mark, I'm not going to actually tell you what happened. I put down a broken heart munchkin, because it was not a broken heart for me. I will just tell you that. But yeah, something happened on there. And then that was while I was at work. Then I went home, and I was like, okay, I want In-N-Out on my way home. And while I was in the In-N-Out line, which I went to a different In-N-Out that I normally go to, and the guy in front of me started backing up all of a sudden, and I was honking my horn and trying to flash my lights at him and everything, and he backed up into me. Thankfully he was going slow, but he literally backed up into me, and I was just like, homie, did you really not think that there was someone behind you? And so we like pull over, and I had to get out of the line and everything, because we weren't like fully in the actual like drive-through yet. We were able to like fully kind of move out if we wanted to, which is why he was trying to back up so he could leave the line. And he got out of the car, came and approached me, and was like, something like, oh, did I cause damage? And I was like, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure, like, hopefully you didn't. And he was like, well, get out and see it. Like, he was aggressive, and I was just like, you're the one that hit me, dude, why are you aggressive towards me? And he was like, I didn't see you, I thought there was another car, blah blah blah. And I was just like, I was honking at you, so how loud was your music for you to not actually hear me? But thankfully he only backed up to me going like a couple miles an hour, so no damage was on my car, but it was more so just like he was aggressive, and I was like, why do you need to be aggressive to me? I'm just trying to get food. So after that, I then had to go back around, and I had like 4 extra cars in front of me now, because I had to get out of the line, and I was just like, I hate this right now. I just wanted In-N-Out. It's all I wanted, and you backed up into me, and he was so aggressive for absolutely no reason. So that was my Friday night. It's great. I used a Wonton in a Million steamy like cursing to mark that he backed up into me, and then I used a Once More with Love bunny eating a burger to mark In-N-Out, because we still were gonna mark it, but oh my god, sir, not my fault. Anyway, Moving on to Saturday, which if you didn't think Friday was bad enough, we're going to move on to Saturday, which was even worse. So Saturday started off like normal. We got some coffee. I used a paper milk coffee cup and the coffee script again. And then I had another YouTube binge because as one does. And I used a Once More With Love Munchkin and the YouTube binge script. And this is where it gets downhill, which again, I'm not going to actually mark it. I'm just going to let you look at the character stickers and try to figure it out. But it was enough to where I had to call my managers and ask them for a ADO, which is a additional day off, in order for me to stay home. That was how bad it was, and it was rough. It was a situation, unfortunately, with my family, and it was just not a good time. So we're going to leave those two things blank. I've written them in since, but unfortunately you guys are not going to be able to see them. So we're going to skip over that. I marked that I had a mental breakdown again. Mental breakdown number 2 of this week. So I used a Coffee Monsters co-emoji and that mental fucking breakdown script from the sampler. And then I marked the ADO with a little thumbs up munchkin because that was the only good part apparently on my day. And I just wanted to mark it because I pretty much did get an ADO and I felt so bad too because I was just like, I was 10 minutes from leaving for work, and then the situation happened, and I was so upset. I literally was like in my work outfit, fully ready, about to leave, and then the situation happened. So love that for us. It's fine. After that, I stress cleaned because I apparently stress clean. I was trying to go to work and then I realized after the breakdown that I was like, no, I can't go to work. I can't even try. So instead I stress cleaned. I cleaned our entire kitchen, cleaned my bathroom, started like wiping down the walls and all that stuff just because I was like, I need to clean. And I did. So I used Wonton a Million sticker for that. And then because it was such a shitty ass day, we got Cheesecake Factory for dinner because that was thing number 2 of the day. That was good. And I used another Wonton a Million sticker for that. So it's fine. It is what it is. She do be rough. Actually, now that I think about it, Sunday wasn't that bad. Sunday was just me cleaning more because, again, stress cleaning. We love it for us. So moving on to Sunday. Sunday, I just marked that I was mentally exhausted with this I give up munchkin because we were exhausted. And then I marked an Amazon order with a munchkin and my one and only foiled script that I used in silver for this week. It is an Amazon order script from my shop in font 1. And then I marked that I had to wipe down the fridge, which I did. I had to clean the outside of it. We have a stainless steel like fridge in our kitchen, and that thing is a pain, first off, to clean. And second of all, it's just annoying most of the time. And I was like, I just need to clean this. Like, it's bothering me. So I wiped it down and I used a Once More With Love clean fridge emoji to mark that. And then we got groceries on this day. And I used a Wonton a Million. Technically, that's a Target sticker, like character sticker. But again, it was red and I was just like, I'm going to use it. And the groceries script comes from the script sampler from Planet Hannah. And then I marked folding laundry from the laundry that I did on Monday. So it sat there for the entire week, which is very, very common in my life because I hate doing laundry. And well, I'll do the laundry. I hate folding and putting away laundry. Just not my vibe. So I used a Once More With Love munchkin and a laundry script that I should have used on Monday, but I used it here from the script sampler. And then I marked that I cooked a dinner. I don't cook very often. I'm not a big cooking person. I do enjoy baking, but cooking, not so much. It is not my journey, unfortunately, but I will help my dad cook if needed because he unfortunately struggles a little bit just being able to stand up that long and stuff like that. So I used a Paper Bits Co. Little Bear to mark cooking dinner. And last but not least, I marked cleaning. Oh, I guess I cleaned the doors on this day. So I just wiped down a lot of our doors. So like by the handles and frequently touched areas that tend to get a little dirty. So I did go through and wipe down some of those. And that was my week. It was a wild journey and a lot happened and it was a little bit of a rough week. Other than a few other potential weeks, I think this was probably one of the worst weeks so far this year. The other one, unfortunately, is probably going to be when my dog died. But hello? Why is there always a plane outside? Always a plane. I hate living by an airport. That's not even an actual airport. This one sounds like a helicopter. Hello? There was an air show happening yesterday and it was wild. There was a lot of noises happening outside. But anyway, that is everything for this spread. We're going to put it back in my planner. I am starting to die with my voice and my throat hurts a little, but that is okay. I don't sound as like I'm dying anymore, so that's a good sign. But thank you guys for watching. I will flip through everything that is left in the kit. It was obviously a mini kit, so there's not a ton of stuff left over. But again, I was kind of worried about running out of labels, which I mean I still had a decent amount left over, but I was definitely running close. So if I had a lot of plans one of these weeks, I potentially could be screwed, but we'll get to that bridge when we get there. But here is the wiggle for you guys. There's nothing too crazy happening with it because it is red foil, and unless it's hollow foil, my camera does not pick up the foil very well, but it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and please leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye guys!